shoes do I wear with a hot dog costume? Weenies! Get your weenies! Alright, we've got 2 goals for today. Goal number 1 is make a bunch of micro builds or mini builds all over my island. While this build is a small build, this is not what I mean when I say micro build or mini build. Over here, this is more so what I mean when I say a micro or a mini build. Something like this or something kind of like this, maybe 1 or 2 more items would, you know, flesh this out a little bit. You know, picnic areas, transition areas, just ways to fill in small little gap areas. And while we are building those little mini builds, we will need to be cleaning up some of these messier areas of the island. So this is going to be a bit of a tidy with me while we do some mini builds. So 2 birds, 1 stone. I have no idea how many mini builds we're going to get done today. I have a giant, very ambitious list of ideas. Let me throw that up on the screen right now. I am very excited about doing a food truck. I think I want to do like a hot dog food truck and then lots of little mini stands and things like that. Maybe like a little medicine stand for when people get stung by wasps, maybe, because that is a reoccurring problem on this island. Regardless, this is just a bunch of base ideas that I put together for myself. Please feel free to pause this, screenshot this, steal this, copy down whatever you want if you need a little idea list of your own, and let's hop right into it. Let's decide what our first little refresh area or mini micro build area is going to be. Not a refresh, we already did that in the last couple of videos. I am carrying a storage shed with me, that way I can just pop it down and grab out whatever I need wherever. Oh, I customized, oop, I hit the microphone. I customized an actual buttload of items that were calling to me, speaking to me, making me feel inspired for all these mini builds. And one of them was actually for a little reading nook. Let me see if I can find all the stuff that I had that I was looking into for that. The other idea that I was really excited for is a food truck. And that might even be what we do first, actually, because I'm just so excited for it. And I have all these things for a little arcade. So that might be next on the list. Let's see. I'm getting so ahead of myself just looking through my storage. I kind of think I want the food truck kind of in town, if you will. And this is kind of my road area, you know, like Main Street is kind of this way. This will bring you into the main drag where, you know, you do your little shopping district. So I almost kind of think it would be nice to throw the food truck up right here. That way it's really close to my villagers. I could just walk here. I feel like food trucks try to do that kind of convenient location thing. This is the hot dogs food truck that I made. Look at him. It's not like a very traditional food truck, but hey, I gotta work with what I have, okay? And this is what I have. So I actually made this custom design, which is why it's not very impressive, but that's so mean to myself. But I do really like it, and if I want to go back and tweak it, I definitely can. I just was eager to get the right item, or the right customization on this item, that way I could get started. Ooh, I don't want the stall to cover up any part of the truck, so they might have to go a little bit more side by side, but that will really make it very apparent how tiny this truck is. Oh, do we want it kind of like right out the back? Like maybe they open up the doors and then... yeah, then just like serve you right out the back. Ooh, yeah, I need a cash register for sure. And we'll put a little revolving spice rack out here. That way it's like, oh, you can do up your dog however you want. Ketchup, mustard, whatever it is that you want on your dog. And I customized an actual butt ton of these vertical banners. Oh, that's really tall. Let me stick that a little further back. And I just think these look super nice. I have one on my little mini bakery build. I don't know, I think they just liven it up. Add some height, add some interest. I like them a lot. Let me see if I have a cash register really quickly. Ooh, aha, perfect. I do have a cash register. Probably want to do the white one. Oh, Pietro, what do you want, my love? I got a little something for meringue. Oh my goodness. Is there about to be another canon couple on my island? Ooh. Sorry, I don't want to deliver any gifts to Meringue because I don't want her to wear whatever the heck it is you're trying to give her. I'm so sorry, Pietro. But But no. Oh, dude, I bring out like a cassette tape or something, like a tape deck or something like that. Maybe they're playing some music. Oh, a garbage can. Absolutely. Need a little garbage can when you're trying to have a nice hot dog, throw your wrapper away when you're done. We don't litter here. All right, I went ahead and moved everything forward a little bit, and I also have been gone for like an hour. Not that you know, because it's just like the next clip in the video, but my neighbors started mowing, so I decided to not record while they were mowing really loudly. So this is how the little hot dog stand, a little hot dog stall and food truck turned out. I like it a lot. It's really, really simple. And I decided to move it forward a little bit so it's kind of on the roadside almost. Like, oh, hey, I'm traveling to work and like, oh, hot dog stand. Give me one of those. Extra mustard. You know, whatever it is. You know what? Only extra mustard if it is spicy brown mustard. Regular yellow mustard, like, it can take a hike, okay? I have strong hot dog feelings. I'll probably end up changing this hot dog's custom design a little bit eventually. I just wanted to get the custom design on there. That way I could play around with it and then look at it on the actual truck and, you know, change it as I go. But this is a little bit bigger than what I want to do for most of my micro builds. So let's move on to something a little smaller. Somewhere on the island, I want to do a little reading nook, and it'll feel weird to have it outside because I want to have like a legitimate armchair with it. But I don't know. I think a nice little outdoor library-ish reading book area is such a good idea. I've been considering putting it here, but this rock just feels like such good real estate for like outdoorsy style builds. Honestly, we could just do it on the beach, a little beach reading area. I don't know, you don't want like to get sand in your books though. Oh, you know what? I've considered putting it back here as well. Let me clear up this tree and stuff and maybe we can put it back here. I have some rock climbing walls to put like backwards to make some walls. And if that looks weird, I do just have a really big bookshelf to put down. I don't know. I don't want it to look weird. I need to move these potatoes. They're just hanging out over here for absolutely no reason. And honestly, we might put this tree back if I figure out a good looking little spot for it to go. Dang it, all these things I gotta pick up. No, I was about ready to say my pockets are gonna get filled up. I'm not super sure how I want to do this. I kind of have a little nook back in this already, like a little place into the cliff already, so I don't know. Is it gonna look weird to have these outside like this? We will find out. It's definitely gonna look weird for the second story. So I might have to work it into some kind of build up there on the second story too, so it doesn't look weird. Oh, it fits so perfectly though. We might not even need the climbing walls. This might be all the height that we need. All right, I want this one more over, but I know I'm gonna have to like pull it forward and go back there and get it. This is looking stupid. You know why it's looking stupid? I forgot to put down the floor. I didn't even put down any flooring. That's why it's looking stupid. Because it's just on the grass. Ooh, I almost think this terracotta could be nice. I haven't used it anywhere else on my island, and it really makes me think of a greenhouse. And, oops, what if we just fill this up with a bunch of reading material and make it into like a little plant mama book nook, a little plant mama reading nook. That could be the way. I don't want to make this any bigger than this. And to be quite honest, my last micro build, the hot dog stand, was a bit bigger than I wanted to go for most of my micro builds. So I am going to try to keep this very tiny as I keep adding more and more flooring. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. I think the climbing walls were a bit too much. I just don't have any areas on my island like that already, where we have like fake walls outside. I don't know if that's really my thing. I kind of think it's not really my thing. I'm definitely going to have to go grab more plants though, because I wasn't expecting this to be like a planty situation. So I think I only have 1 or 2 in my pockets. I love this color version of this chair. This is the best color version of this chair. 100% hands down, easy peasy. All right. I'm liking where we're at with getting started with this. I think I am definitely going to have to go get some more like smaller plants. Filling in with the smaller items really is the best part for me. There's just like the cute clutter. It's just the best thing ever, man. This Lily record player, I don't know how many of these I have on my island. An actual buttload. That's probably like a metric buttload is probably how many I have. And I will continue to place more and more and more of them because they are beautiful and perfect. I don't know if I really like that fan palm. I'm not a big fan of the fan palm. I hate that. I should cut that out. I probably won't though. Why do you all want to leave? Why do you all want to leave? I'm making the island beautiful right now. Oh my goodness, so rude. All I do is work like a dog on this island. And these villagers are so ungrateful. I really hate that dropped items count against your score for having a 5-star island. Because, girl, I want all the dropped items. Dropped items are perfect decor. Like, what do you mean no dropped items? So rude. Okay, there's my storage shed. I actually had my ABD in my pocket and not my storage shed like a big dumb. All right, we're looking for books and plants. Do I not have any stacks of books? I might have to order and add a stack of books because I was like hinging on that for this project. What is that stack of books called? Maybe if I just type in stack, it'll come up. I'm sure this is in my catalog. If I have to Google this, I'm going to be so angry. How many years have I been playing this game? What is this stack of books called? Maybe it's just a DIY and I haven't made it yet. In which case I will be shocked because I feel like I use it all the time, but maybe I just use it in my villager houses? Maybe? All right. Apparently I don't own this stack of books item in any capacity, so I will have to venture off to Wardell's eventually and get it there, I suppose. As of right now, I will just use whatever books I have on hand, and I will eventually put that stack of books over here somewhere. That is not where I want to go. I'll probably put it off to the side of here, so I'll actually leave that open. And we do not have nearly enough plants, so let's plant this puppy up. I'm pretty sure I just said I would leave this open, and I immediately put a plant here. I think I'll put the stack of books over here instead to kind of make this not such an awkward open area right there. That's as close as it can go? No way. You're having me on. It can go over more. You're fibbing. You're lying. This is not in the way. There's so much room between them. This little outdoor reading plant nook is done. I think it is so cute. I can't wait to get that stack of books and throw that in here. I think I've got too many things in my pockets. Too many inspirations all in one go. I'm gonna just throw everything back and we're gonna get out stuff for one build at a time. Oh, I had this curved streetlight for that last build. Okay, let me try to do that and then we will truly decide what, build we're doing next, and we'll do one at a time. There might not even be room for this over here, but I want it to feel like there's some light in this area for this, I'm not sure how I feel about that light post there. You know what? I'm gonna leave it there, and then whenever I put the book stack there, I'll really like ruminate on it and think about what I want to do with it, and I'll move it then. The next mini build that I'm feeling really inspired to do is like a little recycling dump kind of area. That was an oxymoron. A recycling dump. A place for recyclables. A little recycling... What is it called? What is a place where you recycle stuff called? Maybe it's just called a station. I don't know. I'm whack with poo brain today. Oh, my good friend got me these recycled paper... This recycled paper bundle. That was a mouthful. And it was so very kind of her to send this to me. These are really hard to get your hands on because you can't order more of them from the Nook shopping. And like, there's only one way to get them. They're not a DIY. You can only find them in the recycling bin. So very kind of her to send me that. Thank you, thank you. I want the recycling station to be in town, but like a little bit out of the way. You know what I mean? You're not going to see it all the time. And I'm kind of thinking back here behind Abel's might be the perfect spot for it. I'll have to get rid of this and I'll probably move that tree. I wonder if I have the trash DIY, because I would love to do a little trash box here, or a little trash bag here. Maybe on top of this cardboard box even, like, oh, the trash is overflowing. Because while this is a place to recycle, it is also the dump. So it's both. Ah, yeah. I don't like how far apart those recycle bins are, but I really can't get them any closer together. So we might hide how far apart they are with ease. It can go on top of there though. That's good enough. Let me get this tree out of the way. He's really throwing me off. I need to snack on something. Excuse me, 1 hot dog, please? No, okay. Look at this sandwich. Look at this sandwich. It literally looks like it's just tomato, cheese, and lettuce, but I want it so bad. I don't know. Something about the bread. I don't know what it is. Speaking of sandwiches from media that I really want to eat, I know you weren't asking, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Have y'all ever seen that one version of Care Bears? You know the one I'm talking about. They're really 3D. They're really 3D. Twinkers is in it. He's like a star who is sentient, who lives with Wish Bear. Anyway, they have these heart-shaped sandwiches. And when I tell you I want those puppies so badly for some reason, I don't know what it is, but I want them. And like, it feels ridiculous to say, but I want it. It looks good. And it's like not a terribly done. It is like an old school, just like 3D heart-shaped sandwich. And the filling just looks like random goo, but I want it, you know? Oh, old tires. I don't think I have any old tires in my storage right now. And dang it, that is what this takes. Let me see if I have all this stuff in my storage. I highly doubt I do, because I usually just throw the trash away when I get the trash, which is unfortunate. And I don't even feel like I fish trash up very often. Everyone is like, oh, of course it's a boot. Of course it's a blah, blah, blah. I fish up rocks more than anything, I feel like. I've got some empty cans in my storage, but I don't think I have any tires or anything. So I'm going to have to start saving those. And in the future, I'll just, throw those in there when I get them, I guess. C'est la vie. All these builds are just like, I'll finish it when I finish it. Here's most of it done. I'm just bringing my island rating down so much by dropping all these things, but I really don't even care about having 5 stars. That's not really my goal. Most of the time. Okay, here it is. The town dump. Is this stupid? Is this an eyesore? You know what? It's the realistic, like, what this island would have, This island would absolutely have to have a little dumping ground for your trash, because they probably have a trash boat to come get all of this stuff every so often. That's what happens when you live on an isolated island, okay? So whether I leave this like this or not, for now, I actually really like it. And I think back here kind of behind the store and Abel's is a really good place for it. And I'm not going to be running through here constantly, so it's only really an eyesore when I'm right up on it. Let me see how it looks from farther away. Oh yeah, you know what? I'm digging this. I'm glad we did this. One second, I lost my drink somewhere. I'm back and I located my drink. It was in the kitchen, which makes sense. And side note, while I was out there, my cat was pissed because I locked her out of my office and she was just standing and looking at me like, girl, no. Oh, Hippo, I'm so sorry to reject you. I'm just in the middle of something. I promise I will visit you next time. Oh, that felt bad. That felt terrible. Up until now, we haven't done a lot of tidying up, per se. We've mostly just been doing tiny builds. And now it's time for a little tidying up around Nook's Cranny, because I have a lot of small items that I'm just excited to put here that just feel like they make sense. Like the the rolling cart with boxes and just, you know, some stuff like that. I already have a butt ton of stuff thrown around Nook's Cranny, but, you know, clutter. I just want it to be realistic, okay? Hippo, please. There's no bugs here. Can you go catch bugs somewhere else? Man, these fall weeds are cute. Fall weeds are best weeds in my opinion. So as you can see, I kind of have that stock room feel going on back here already. And that's just what I'm going for in general. I have some more stuff to do that is literally just adding to that overstocked extra crap hanging out in the back feel. I think I'm gonna dig up these bushes because they're just random bushes that I don't even really know if they belong here. I might have just stuck them here out of the way a while back and I was just like, ta-da, and then forgot about them. So I'm gonna dig those up because I have an ABD that I want to put out here. I just think that it makes sense to have like an ATM basically outside of the grocery store. Well, not really the grocery store, just like the everything store. Let's go ahead and collect all the fun clutter that I feel inspired to put around Nook's Cranny. Whoever came up with Nook's Cranny as the name of the shop, I love you. Also, did you know you could customize the ABD and the big storage shed? I just learned that. How did I not know that? I was like, man, my ABD, I don't really feel like it's that cute. And then I saw someone with a cuter ABD on their island and I was like, wait up. Hold up. All right, I think I nabbed up the things I felt most inspired to put out here. The ABD was really the big one. Oh yeah, that looks great out here. And it can go back a little bit more. Sweet. I never ever use the drop box, so I really don't mind getting some stuff in front of the drop box a little bit. Ooh, this is a little taller than I was expecting. I don't know. It kind of covers up the window a lot. But I kind of want to turn the Nook's Cranny into more of a grocery store-ish too. I don't know, my poor villagers, they're living in a food desert, you know? I think there is a stack of these baskets instead, and I will eventually replace that with a stack of baskets. I just think it'll look a lot nicer. This little rolling cart was the other big thing that I was excited to put out here. No, that looks so stupid. Maybe it's because it's the bright white one. I don't know, that's not doing it for me. And we'll put this out front. And maybe this is what I'll put the stack of baskets on. Like, oh, hey, we just, you know, threw this fruit box out front for the stack of baskets to go on. That'll be perfect, actually. That's part of the reason me building anything takes forever is because I don't like plan everything out piece by piece in advance. I just want to go with the flow. I've also got all of these stalls and I'm pretty sure I had an idea for almost every single one of them. Those ideas have escaped me and I can't remember what I've customized them all to, but never fear, we will take a look at all of them. Oh, and I wanted to make a little workout area. These Nook Ink yoga mats are incredibly adorable. I like them very much. I'm very glad they're in the game. Ta-da! Sturdy paper bag. Can I put something on top of the ABD? Like, what if I drop this? No. What if I place this? No? Okay. I can't put anything on top of the ABD, which is like ever so slightly kind of lame, but that's fine. There we go. And I think I like them being mismatched. It's almost kind of nice. Like we're just working with what I got. Oh no, they were facing each other. My mind was like immediately, now keys. There we go. Perfect. I'm liking it. I was gonna put something over here, but I kind of want to leave this nice and open because I do find myself coming through here for some reason pretty frequently. But there we go. That looks nice and cluttery and just like a little micro build. It's just very realistic. Like, oh, we don't have room for these inside. Let's put them outside as a, you know, quick little place to grab them. I will eventually want to put something tallish over here. Maybe some kind of little seating area, but this is super cute. You've got the ABD. You can see that they got a little extra storage because, you know, we got to buy things, you know, in bulk because I'm sure we don't get shipments that often living on an island. I'm going for a little bit of like real life core, norm core on my island. So this just makes sense to my little Jill brain. If anything, I might swap this and the cart. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I want to go ahead and take a look at all these stalls that I have. because I know I had plans for them, but I can't remember how I customized them. Okay, that was for a plant stall that I want to do. That is a stall that I think I just already randomly had that I'm not using. This one I think I wanted to do a first aid place, maybe? Oh, I don't know. What was for what now? I mean, it doesn't really matter. Oh, and this one I really like the flowers and everything on, but I kind of wish it was green instead. I don't know. I'm feeling most inspired to do the flower stall, so let's grab some stuff. The cacao tree is perfect because he's already bagged up, like he's just ready to be sent home with you. Very perfect. This is pretty small, so that might work out well for us. This wedding welcome board could be a play. It's so wedding-y to me. I don't, in my little Jill brain, I'm just like, this is for weddings only, which is not true. But you know, we're talking about the Jill brain. I don't even remember ever purchasing this item. Maybe we use it now. Maybe not. I don't know. And I thought I had that little like goes in the background, not goes in the background. That little flower shed. Where is that at? I know I had that because I feel like I definitely customized it. Don't try to tell me I don't have something I know I have in my storage. Wow, could I stop sitting like a shrimp? That would be cool. I might not have any of this flower stand stall thingy. This thing. I was for sure I had one of these in my storage already. And like the mini greenhouse. Ah, this thing. See, I thought I had one of these just hanging around too. So I guess I did not. And these are kind of really needed. So I am going to go ahead and time travel to get those in my little round mitts. All right, I've time traveled to the next day to get those items that I ordered in the mail. And I have always thought this line from Isabel is so rude. Like, the most fashionable of the Able sisters? Excuse you, they are all into fashion. Like, 2 of them own a clothing store on our island, Isabel. And you have the nerve? Now that that mini rant is over, let's go ahead and get the flower things I ordered. Apparently I ordered other stuff that I don't remember ordering. Maybe that was earlier this morning. I can't recall. I ordered a couple more plants in general to kind of get us going. Oh, and a bear tea. I think I ordered this to give to Teddy. So let's get sidetracked really quickly and go find that man. Don't mind all these random mums, but look how cute Coco is just fishing right outside of her house. She's so adorable. I forgot about the hot dog truck. Hot dogs. Okay, confession time. I secretly really like hot dogs, and I don't like them to be fancy, all beef or anything like that. I do prefer turkey dogs. I'm just a turkey lady, but the cheap hot dogs, they're fine with me. Oh, I didn't wrap it. I'm a terrible friend. I just want to see him in the bear tea. I know this is not an original thought, but I want to see it. Look how cute he is. That'd be like if I was wearing a human on my t-shirt. You know what? People do that though. When I made this little build over here, I made the comment that I was putting gyroids in it because none of my villagers would ever come over here. But Teddy was just standing right here. He was just like on the rock. He was in the doorway. So I apologize, Teddy. Thank you for making use of the stuff I built on this island for you, because I love you. I'm really mad at myself for filling my pockets up with all the stuff I wanted to use for this little build, because I have realized I wanna build this right here, and I need to dig up all these darn flowers. So let me empty out my pockets a little bit and let me dig all these puppies up. And through the power of editing, Teddy, get out of here. You're ruining my transition. Shoo. They're all gone. Let me get the stall in place first, since it's kind of the feature item, if you will. And we'll kind of work other things around that. That's not how I wanted you to go. I want to get the stall in place first, since it is one of the bigger items. Why will you not go down straight? Please. For the love of Pete. Why would you opt to go down crooked like that? So rude. Okay, I want this kind of like right up against the road, like this stall is right on the roadside. Ooh, this might be like a little too... what is the word I'm looking for? A little too developed for what I'm going for. We might have to say goodbye to that guy. I'm not super sure on that one. And I probably want this a little bit more towards the middle. That way it's not super lined up with that. This is coming together. And we'll put some of these taller plants back here. Like they have them in stock, but they're just big. So they want them out of the way, you know? Let's go ahead and test out this maypole and see if it is in line with what I'm going for. My vision is almost almost like farmer's market style flower stall. This is so tall. This is much taller than I was expecting. Nope. That's not right. Oh well. I don't even know where I got that item from. Maybe I got it from Gulliver and I just don't remember. Oh, I almost think I should have used a cash register here. I might have to go grab one out of my storage. And I think I have like the vintage or the antique one. Okay, this is fine. This is cute. And that's mostly off the road. Teddy, are you working the flower stall? Or did you just sit down right behind the flower stall? Teddy, please, I'm trying to work. This could have gone in the back because it's a little taller, but I just love it so much. I think it deserves to be up here. Put him in front where he belongs. Let me grab that really quickly. And by that, I mean the cash register, obviously. I know for a dang old fact, that I have an antique cash register in here. Where's she at? Aha! Ooh, I don't know. Maybe this just like modern one that's kind of chunkier than the touchscreen fancy one. This might be the one. You know what? I thought it being black was going to be a little harsh, but I kind of think it's fine. Now, I think that is a little harsh. Oh no! Oh wait, I was going to move that anyway. It's fine. Teddy, please, you're so in the way. Look, if I put the garden faucet here, I can water these plants. The garden faucet is much more the vibe, but I kind of think it needs to go back here with all the, or sorry, the water pump. I think it needs to go back here with all the useful other stuff, you know? These potted plant starter items, such a good item. I love them so much. I want this to feel a little cluttered-y and like, oh yeah, we just have our plants kind of stacked around everywhere like you would do. Man, these micro builds are not as micro as I was intending them to be, but that's fine. That's fine. They're mini builds. After this, I think we should definitely do a micro build. I almost forgot that you can just place flowers and they have a little vase. How did I almost forget that? Here it is. This is how it turned out. I don't know, I like it. At first I was like, oh, the balance isn't right. Something is looking weird. Something's looking off. But I don't know, I just did some teeny tiny fiddling around. And you know what? I think it turned out weirdly cluttered and perfect. The only thing I might do is swap out this cypress tree and this coffee plant. The cypress tree might just be like a little big up here. Okay, I swapped those out and I added in my tin bucket. And with that, I think that we are done with this little flower stall. Man, I wish I could tilt forward and still have the flower stall stay. I guess if I'm standing in front of it, it does. But this is how it turned out. I am really enjoying doing these little mini builds. But as I have said, I am making them kind of bigger than I was expecting whenever I was, you know, going for the whole micro build thing. So let me get some stuff out for a simple little picnic. I'm talking like 5 items max, okay? The question now is, where do I want to put this tiny little picnic area? Even like, not even picnic per se, but just a little like micro park, a little seating area. Perfect, right here. This is the spot, lads. I brought these Nook Ink cushions to act as our little seating area pieces, butt places. Maybe this is something that Tom Nook is like, you know, He's like, oh, I'll sponsor this, and all you have to do is put my logo on it. I don't know. No, don't. Why do I do this every time? And then I'm facing the wrong way. No, stop. I'm not dumb. Okay, here's my itsy bitsy micro build. I use the Nook Ink cushions, and you know, it's a tiny little eating area, a tiny little like super micro park that was sponsored by Tom Nook. You know what would be funny? You know what would be funny? Don't get your hopes up. It's not really that funny. There we go. I added a Nook Ink balloon because, you know, this is this is sponsored by Nook Ink, apparently. This little seated area is. And I added this little coffee and little canned tea and a little pocketbook. And I didn't know that you could put pocketbooks on top of the cushions. So it just, I don't know, it looks like someone is sitting here and they've just like placed their book over here while they were reading it. I'm gonna turn it a little bit. There we go. It looks like they just placed their book kind of to the side so they could finish their conversation. This is silly, but I actually kind of really like it here. I'm gonna pull this cushion out a tiny bit. That way it looks like someone's sitting here and they need a little extra leg room, maybe. Not me, because I got nubby legs. So we didn't really end this off with a bang with this tiny Nook Ink sponsored picnic area. But hey, I got a lot of little, you know, small builds done. And my build process is I make them, I stare at them for a week or two, and then I tweak them. So all of these will probably get tweaked, but just getting something down as a starting base is really how I operate. That way I can just keep running by it and looking at it and making builds around it, and then, you know, sense what's missing. Get a sense for what I really want it to be. The little recycling area, a pretty good area, not gonna lie. But I think the hot dog stand has got to be my favorite. That is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you feel like it. And I hope that you had a good time. Weenies. Weenies for sale. Get your fresh weenies here. These hot diggity dogs are going quick. Selling faster than hotcakes. Weenies. Get your weenies. Hey kid, you want to buy a weenie? Hot dogs. Get your hot dogs here. These dogs is hot. Ask me about my wiener. Ask me about my wiener. Ask me about my wiener. You want to buy a wiener? Sir, would you like to buy a wiener? Anyone. Fresh wieners. 50% off. You get a free fountain drink today only. Hot dogs here. What am I doing? What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Why am I wearing a wiener on my head?